Hi, hello, and welcome
To the Story is Pod
with Katie
and Amanda.
Now, before we go into what this will inevitably become,
The
the
Taylor
Tayvis,
and Travis
sure,
episode,
the
yeah.
Tayvis wedding episode,
Sorry, the American royal wedding.
sure. We have some things that we need to talk about first, so let's just get those out of the way because I know we're going to devolve and we're going to end up there, and we're going to spend a lot of time there. Right?
Can I tell you something that when we're setting up? Getting the camera set up, all I could think about that I looked like today. So I have this striped top on. For those who are not watching, it's like a large rugby stripe, kind of taupe green and cream. And Sarah, one of my coworkers and friend of the pod, at my office this morning says, "Oh, you look like very Hogwarts coded," because I have on like a little skirt.
Yeah, you're giving Slytherin.
And I looked at myself in the mirror or in the camera, and I have like long layers, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm giving Snape right now."
Okay.
It's all I can see. You know how in the later movies where he's got the fringe bang and he's got dark hair and he's pale, and I'm like, I am Snape right now.
Okay. I don't think he ever wears a rugby style top. He is definitely an all black kind of guy.
Sure. But like
young Severus.
Yes. Snape. Severus Snape.
Dumbledore.
Correct.
It's one of my favorite. Is it the best like vocal stem for millennials? Mm-hmm. Just something to think about. We don't have to. Let's not dive into that. But I would argue that is definitely like a top 3.
Okay. Let's hit it.
Couple of things. I want to talk about Harold. I want to talk about Harold because this historic run that continues. He's not done at Wembley.
Oh, I thought he was done after 12 nights. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he still had like a few more shows.
No, I think it was 12 sold out shows.
He has dethroned Coldplay as the longest, whatever run
residency.
At Wembley. But that's not really what I want to talk about. Yay, congrats, Harold. Love you, mean it. But I want to talk about when his sister Anne. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's his mom. His sister Gemma.
Oh, I love that name.
So his sister comes up on stage to congratulate him and gives this really. Did you see this?
Of course. I'm online.
I shed a tear watching it. It was really, really sweet. It was so kind. And it was one of those like big sibling moments when I was like, the pride that she must feel for her little brother, like doing something so unbelievable.
It's just the two of them, or are there other siblings?
I think it's just the two of them.
Got it.
I believe there may be. I know he has a stepdad. His mom's name is Ann Twist. Great name.
First name and last name Twist.
First name and last name Twist.
Got it.
So I know he has a stepdad. I don't know if he has kids. I'm unclear on that, but I do believe it is he and Gemma are the like
OGs.
Yes. But it just made me feel like so much pride in my sisters, and it was just so sweet. And it also made me want to tell my sisters, you gotta step your pussies up, because what are you doing? Are you selling out 12 nights at Wembley? Methinks no. Anyway,
it was a nice moment until then.
But in all seriousness, it was very sweet. Her speech was really, really, really kind. I really loved it, and it brought a little tear to my eye.
He also gave a shout out to the 1D boys.
He named them all.
Yep.
And then he said, "And my dear Liam."
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that really hit me.
And I think that's the only acknowledgement that we're going to get.
100%. I think that will be it. He did sing some One Direction songs. He really did his big one. And I'm really happy for him.
Yeah.
He also, the outfits have evolved. Mm-hmm. And I would like to think that he heard our displeasure at the first couple of episodes, the first couple of shows.
The Amsterdam shows, yeah.
Yes, because now everything, and maybe the other ones were too, they're all J.W. Anderson, like made specially for him.
I don't know if they've all been. I don't think they have all been, but
they are now, or they have been.
Yeah, they've been adding
several
JW
shows. Anyway, so I just wanted to say congratulations to Harry. You so deserve it, and we love you. That's all.
I love seeing, he does the bit where he like talks to the audience.
Of course.
Because everybody has signs that they bring in, and the gag is to get him to pay attention to you.
Of course.
He told a really, or he interacted with a fan that her car had broken down on the motorway. Did you see this? She said something about like walked whatever, had to get a lift from because my car broke down on the motorway, and he got her information and they paid to have her car fixed. That's sweet. He you can see him after they have their little interaction. He waves security over there to get her information. Oh my God. To take care of getting her car fixed for her.
What a sweet boy.
You've also seen the videos of him running from his house.
Oh, of course. To the show. Yeah, of course.
That's insane.
It's insane.
That is an insane idea that because it's not exactly close. It's more than a mile from where he lives.
Yeah, that's also alone. He seems to be by himself. And I'm like, he's also not in running clothes either. He's in
street clothes.
Correct. I'm like, Harry, what are you doing?
Did you not? I was like, are you late? And then I saw multiple videos in which he's wearing different outfits.
Yeah. So different day. No, I think he commutes to work. He's just like us. Sure. Commutes to work, you guys.
And potentially, listen, the tube. Not that he could get on the tube.
Sure.
But hot. It's hot. They're having heat waves.
Listen.
Super hot.
Isn't fucking everybody. I mean, I was in the Northeast this weekend, this past week for the 4th. And I thought I was really gonna gag them and pull one on everybody and be like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna go and it's gonna be 75 degrees and I'm gonna escape the heat. And I did for a couple days. And then the gag was on me because then it was so fucking hot in New England. And the problem is where we were near Portland and whatever. There's a lot of places that don't have air because they don't need it. Y'all, it was 96 degrees. And the poor inhabitants of Maine were not okay.
Yeah.
The natives were restless. They did not know what to do with themselves. And they just kept going, it's so hot. And we kept going, yeah, this is a typical day in the South.
Right.
Deep summer in the South. And they're just like, no, you don't understand. We're not built for this. And I'm like, I can see that.
We too didn't ask for it. Right.
Right.
Whether we want it or not, we live in an area that experiences high temperatures, although it was miserable.
It was bad.
While you were gone as well.
I saw.
It was just...
It just led then to me sort of berating my parents about why do we live in the South? Why did you choose this for us? Why didn't you move us? How dare you? It was not well received, but
sure.
I needed to let them know.
Okay, great. Your grievances have been aired. I mean,
sure.
And if not now, when?
Hey, if not now, when? Okay. Also, my poor parents, they're not listening to this either, but they are currently stuck. They're having quite a time getting home. I have been home. I've showered at my house twice. I've slept in my own bed. I have eaten multiple meals in my home. They're still not home. The last time I checked, they were still in New York. And I'm scared to ask for an update because their flight got canceled. They got rebooked. That flight got canceled. They've been rebooked again. I don't know.
I mean, unfortunately, this is one of the busiest travel weeks.
Sure. Sure. They're just not, as I've mentioned to you off mic, they're not seasoned travelers.
Sure.
So this has been very stressful for them.
It's stressful on the best of scenarios.
Of course. But they are on top of it all. They don't travel a ton, especially by air. They're drivers. And so this has been they just are losing their shit. And it's been tough to
listen. It's not a fun place to be.
I know.
Regardless.
I feel so bad. I feel so helpless. We got home, thankfully, with no issues. Direct flight. We got in, got out, and whatever. And it just.
At least they are retired. At least they are not trying to now they've had to use extra PTO and
correct.
That is the blessing. Of the situation.
Yeah.
They have some flexibility and professionally, if you will.
Sure.
Not that you want to be stuck at LaGuardia because you don't.
I will say too, there's worse places. New LaGuardia
and they're in the American terminal.
Correct. So they've got the water feature and they've got
soothing.
It could be worse.
They can rent a pod to sleep in if they want.
I don't know that they would even know that. Let's not.
Okay.
No.
You can lead a horse.
Sure.
All right. So
in my travels, I'm desperately behind on Love Island. Don't ask. I am so behind. I didn't watch any this past week. So this evening, I will be tuning in and trying to, I mean, I won't be able to catch up fully, but I am going to watch a few episodes tonight and try to crawl my way back. I need to know what's going on with Carl. I need to know what's going on.
Is he back?
Carl's back.
The people
just as
brought
I
him back.
suspected, people brought him back because Casey's a little bitch. As I also said, he didn't pick our girl Anaya. You embarrassed her one too many times, and your time is done. And I think I told Anaya this last week, girl, get your shit together. Do not pick this man again. We're going to help you out. We, the American people, we're going to do the right thing. We're going to bring Carl back for you. And we did.
And are they together?
I don't know because I haven't watched.
Okay.
I'm trying desperately not to see any spoilers online, but I think I've already seen one about somebody, and anyway. It's hard out here.
Sure.
So many episodes.
I clocked out. I can't. I simply do not have the bandwidth to commit to 5 episodes a week.
Sure.
5-hour-long episodes.
It's a lot. Last night, Sunday night, we had family dinner. Amanda was such a gracious host. After hosting my son for a week, she also says, and let me cook you dinner. And it was so good.
Thanks.
I don't think I told, maybe I told you this last night.
You did say it was good.
It was so good. I don't know what you did to that little pork butt, but it was delicious.
It barely fit in the crock pot. That was a lot.
You did it in the crock pot.
Well, I did it in the crock pot, and then usually I do it on the grill, but it was too hot to grill outside.
Yeah.
So then I put it on a sheet pan and rolled it in the oven with like a little
well, it was delicious.
Sauce on top.
It was so good. And I'm not a slaw girl either, but I did eat some because you can't do the too much mayo. It was honestly, it was delicious.
I think it could have used a little bit more vinegar, but Charlie said no because
but I could have gone for a little more veg, but it was delish.
I ate it for lunch today too. That's what I'll be eating for the foreseeable future.
I did think about that today. I was like, I wonder if she got any leftover.
Oh, I do. I have a ton.
But did you do anything for the 4th other than?
No, it was too hot. First of all, America's embarrassing. I have nothing to celebrate right now.
Right.
Second, it was too hot to do anything. Mm-hmm. Third, I don't trust these people out here with these fireworks.
I saw a great TikTok about this. It was a guy standing in front of like a window with popcorn, and he's just eating the popcorn. And he's looking out of his window, and there's like fireworks going off in the background. And it says POV. Your husband is the on-call hand surgeon on the 4th of July, and he's just eating popcorn. Like
all I could think about was the pet.
Of
like
course.
The 4th of July season.
Of course. My mom and I literally talked about it today. She's like, I just don't know. Like, mind you, us growing up, we could do whatever the fuck we wanted. We were no rules, just right at Susan's house, okay? Firework, whatever you guys wanted. We were feral children to some degree. She had the audacity to tell me, which I wasn't mad about. She's like, I just don't know. I just don't think that Kendall needs to be having those sparklers. Like, what's he going to do with that? He's going to set himself on fire. Sure. He's going to flick on his arm. He's going to burn his arm or poke his eye. Lose a finger. Yeah, whatever. And I go, yeah, Mom, you're totally right. I'm totally, yes, 100%. If it's good enough to blow off the hand of an NFL player, let's not forget that.
Right.
JPP, if you know, you know. And she's like, yeah, I don't think Kendall needs that. I said, who are you?
Well, you know what they say about
are you?
You know what they say about grandparents, right? Like grandparents is
grandparents.
No, it's a parent's opportunity to do the things they felt like they didn't do well for their children, for their grandchildren. That's like a known thing. The grandparent effect. That's why they spoil.
It's just funny.
That's why a lot of grandparents spoil their grandkids too, because they feel like maybe they were working or whatever the scenario was. So she's trying to like maybe right some wrongs here.
Yeah. No. You're totally right. I'm just like,
Let her live.
Let's not go down that therapy session.
It's our parents' first time living too.
I know.
It's hard to remember.
It really is. It really is hard.
Sometimes you just. The only other thing I did is I bought a piece of furniture.
Exciting.
I went to High Point. If you don't live in the Charlotte area or aren't familiar with North Carolina, High Point is like the furniture capital of the world, was for a very long time. And I went to shout out to my new favorite place, Golden Oldies Antiques.
Yeah, I tracked you. You were there for a long time.
We went to a couple of other places because I saw a piece and I was like, let's just make sure. I had very specific vision in mind. And, listen, it's not an inexpensive piece. So I wanted to make sure it was the right
piece. Is she
piece.
French? Is she English?
She is, they believe, Belgian.
Oh, not the waffles.
I'll show you a picture of her.
Oh, but by the way, we can't be doing that right now. That's who we're playing in the semifinals.
That's what she looks like.
Oh, that is not what okay. I like it.
Yep.
Not the style that I had in mind for you. I was visualizing darker, more whimsy. A little more spindly, maybe.
I wanted her to be lighter, so she's European oak. Again, we don't know what origin. They think circa late 17, early 1800s.
Yeah. But we can't be saying Belgium too loudly today because the men's team is playing Belgium tonight.
Oh,
8 p.m. The waffles, as Charlie calls them.
The waffles.
Cute. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, the World Cup continues. We made it to the round of 16.
Trump pardoned, made a deal with FIFA, supposedly, backroom deals.
That was so fucking crazy. But also, I'm a competitor to my core. I hate myself, but I'm just kind of like, fuck yeah. I hate it. I hate him. I hate everything. It's cheating. If we go on to win this will be the only thing that's talked about. This will be the only thing.
It'll be the asterisk.
They didn't really win because Trump kind of did. Yes.
It's the asterisk.
However, I like to win. And I'll take it the competitive edge where we need it.
Sure.
And I know that's bad and it's wrong, but here we are.
And see, I am the non-competitive friend in sports specifically.
Sure.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Well, and I think the problem, I don't know if you know everything that happened, but it was already a controversial thing that he got a red card anyway.
It was
right. Wasn't even called a red card initially. Blah blah blah. It was a whole thing.
I liked Tomi's take on her Instagram stories. She posts, and it was the handshake emoji when FIFA corruption meets U.S. corruption.
Of course.
And I was like, that's incredible.
And she's not wrong. She's not wrong. But we have to say, Cape Verde, you guys, you really, you did a big one. And did you follow any of this drama?
No.
So Cape
won,
Verde,
right?
No, they lost.
Oh, I thought they won. Okay.
No, they lost to Argentina, who are the reigning champions.
Sure.
And Charlie told me, now listen, you guys take this up with Papa Trope if you feel that this analogy is not sufficient. If Cape Verde had beaten Argentina, they went into overtime. It was a whole thing. They played their lights out. The game of these guys' lives. They go into overtime, they do the little kick thing, and Argentina ends up winning. But if Cape Verde had won, Charlie said that it would have been like a high school football team beating an NFL team. That was the analogy he used for me. He's like, I just don't think you understand. Cape Verde has a population of 100,000 people.
Right.
One of their goalies is 40 years old and got plucked out of obscurity to come play. One of their forwards was playing in an Irish double A league.
Sure.
And he got an email on LinkedIn.
Love that.
To come play, and he thought it was fake. He thought it was
Don't
spam.
give up your LinkedIns, guys.
Right. So anyway, it was just this dream team that everybody was behind. They had no business even making it. They did. It was just the ultimate underdog story. Sure. And unfortunately, their run ended. But they left heroes of FIFA.
I heard a rumor, and I believe it was about Argentina, and maybe it's not a rumor, I don't know, that they have a list of fathers who haven't paid child support.
Oh, I've seen this too. Was it Argentina?
I think it was Argentina. It's either Argentina. Is Brazil in it?
Brazil is in it, but
it's a South American country.
Let me double check.
I want to say it was Argentina.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
They sent a list of 13,000 names to the North American host stadiums and said if any of these people were have bought tickets or tried to check in, that you were to turn them away.
Yep.
Because if you did not pay child support, you at the government of Argentina, which notoriously
tough, bad, questionable,
makes this call. Yeah. I'm in these United States of America, men default on child support all the time.
Here's what it says. Argentina gave the United States a list of 13,000 parents who owe child support. The goal is to stop them from attending the 2026 World Cup matches. Officials say you should support your children before your soccer team.
And that period.
It says Buenos Aires officials sent this list of nearly 13,000 parents, mostly fathers, to the U.S. Homeland Security and tournament security agencies. And the Buenos Aires mayor went on to say, those who fail to meet a responsibility as fundamentally as feeding their children must face the consequences.
I love it. Honestly, yes.
Yeah.
That is
pretty fucking awesome. Now, I do question how many of these 13,000 actually got tickets to the World Cup and how many they had to turn away. Are we talking about 5 people? Are we talking about
if it's 5 or out of 13,000, that's 5 that had to go home and pay their child support.
Sure. Love it. Anyway, but yes, that is true.
Because notoriously, like, the South American countries, obviously Argentina, they have a huge following of their national team. It's a big deal. Yes. A lot of people save their pennies to go to these events. Mm-hmm. So,
well, not
I'd
this
hate
time.
to see it, but I'd love to see it.
Hate to see it. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy, guys.
Right.
I just love that it was like mostly fathers. I'm like, yeah, duh. Like, you didn't have to clarify. We knew.
I read between the lines, if you would.
That's exactly right.
But I'm glad that I got that story right, because I had seen it a couple of places and I was like, I hope this is correct.
Okay. I'm gonna pull speaking of from earlier, our Harry Potter reference. There apparently are already delays with season 2.
Because season 1 comes out on Christmas, right?
Yes. Season 2, there are already delays because they are recasting one of the child actors who plays Ginny Weasley. They're already having to recast.
What?
I am unclear of the reason why, but she is being recast, and now they are facing delays because if you know the books or the movies, Ginny Weasley becomes a pretty critical character, especially in book 2, movie 2, season 2, whatever, however we're going to parse this out. They're having to recast her, and so they're already facing some pretty significant delays for season 2. So
interesting.
As if they weren't already going to have a problem with like the speed of which they're going to have to film these to keep the kids the right age. Now we're already running into delays, which can't be good.
Okay.
So
do with that information as you will.
I just think it's interesting. I don't have any further thoughts on that other than oof and sounds tough.
I would like to make note on the interwebs here. This is my official plea. Submittal.
Declaration? Okay.
Submittal.
Okay.
Henry has reportedly broken up with Maddie Cline after 4 months of dating, which is kind of surprising because they have been quite on the internet together.
Rip.
And I thought that they were a very cute couple. So who knows what the scoop there is, and maybe there is no scoop. But Henry, if you're looking for a slightly older lady, I'm your girl. I'm like happy to join in. Mm-hmm. Love it. Happy to be a rebound. I'm just here for a good time.
But could be a long time if you're interested.
I mean, can I compete with Maddie Cline in the body yaddy yaddy department? Probably not. But like, I got personality
for days. So much.
Some might say too much.
No,
never
enough.
I
don't think anyone would quite literally ever accuse us of that.
Too much personality.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely. Not.
Oh, also, to call back to our last episode, our Amsterdam listener did sound off in the DMs.
Yes.
And thank you so much.
Yes.
She did mention that she is an American living abroad.
Yes.
And I immediately said, okay, great. Do you have a spare room? And when can Katie and I come stay?
We got a comment on Spotify too. Asking for their flags of origin, and now I'm not going to remember where they were. It's trying to load, so if I can get it loaded, I will. But hi, thank you so much. I want to say we had a Scot. I want to say we had a Scottish.
We had a bunch of flags that I was shocked by.
Oh, we have an Irish. We have Irish listeners. And we have a Kiwi, which she put in here. The Megan. Hi, Megan. Megan put a little flag and then a kiwi out the side in case we didn't know. And you know what? Thank you. That was helpful
And because to be fair, yes. I would know Katie has us playing this new geography game.
Oh my God, it's incredible.
I'm terrible.
I love it. Okay, so we also have a Megan with no H from Ireland. Hi, Megan.
Hi.
And Orla. Hi, Orla, also from Ireland.
Orla.
I love it.
Daddy girls.
Daddy girls. Also, how fucking dare you guys? Love you. Not you abroad listeners. Forehead kisses only for you. Everybody else, how dare you watch that fucking clip of Charlie more than any other clip I think you guys have ever watched of us ever? And I think that's so rude. It's gone to his head. He now asks me every day, how many views do I have and am I famous yet? Do you know how many times I got asked that on this past week?
What was crazy to me. Charlie notoriously not on Instagram. He is a Twitter, because I refuse to call it the other name. He is a Twitter user. He loves Twitter. He refuses to interact or do anything that we ask him to do on said app because he says he has his algorithm locked in. But I saw him in the comments speaking to his people.
Yeah, he took time out on the beach to what did I tell you he said? I need to
speak to the fans?
No. Oh, I need to not speak to the fans. I need to interact or correspond with the fan. You've created a monster.
He's a monster.
He also did so good on his reading this trip.
He really did.
He really did. He read like 300 pages. He was very excited, and he really wanted me to tell everybody that he is hustling through Queen of Shadows. He is very locked in. And he asked me how to pronounce how we were saying one of the characters' names. And I would not confirm for him. And babe, I know you're listening, so I'm not going to say it here either. Because I wanted to get live reaction of how he was saying ELIDE. Yeah. So he was like, how do you say that? And I was like, let me just get my phone out and I'll record you. And he's like, no pictures.
Oh,
I don't want to be on camera right now.
It's
monster.
Charlie
We've created a monster.
You're doing too much, Charlie. You're doing too much.
He loves it.
And everybody's like, Charlie's so nice.
Oh, we love
he's
Charlie.
So sweet. He's so nice. And we're like, he's a monster.
He's a monster. Okay, now what we've all been waiting for. Let's get into it.
Finally.
Tayvis. The Tayvis wedding has happened. It's here.
Couple of things.
I'll let you go first.
Yeah, this is my Super Bowl.
Right.
Okay.
Can I have a drink of your water while you do that?
Of course.
I need to wet my whistle.
Okay, couple of things. I do believe it has been confirmed that whilst they did have the festivities and they did say vows that they were previously married prior to Madison Square Garden.
Oh.
I believe that is like you go to the
courthouse.
Right. Not that they did that, but I do believe that there was, it has been confirmed out there that there was some sort of alternate ceremony of sorts. I am gooped and gagged that it was at Madison Square Garden. I thought for sure this was going to be a red herring. Even though there were definite signs and evidence the week leading up to, I was still kind of on the fence about that, mostly because it's not what I would have envisioned. I think the description and like we've seen like some sneaks, covert images of perhaps what the what should I call it even? Venue? Is that what we want to call it? Looked like. I was surprised. I was very surprised that this was as big as it was.
I am absolutely shocked. I think you and I had a vision of what we thought this was going to look like at the Rhode Island house, and very like intimate and gorgeous and like this very like chic. This was absolute madness. I cannot believe the celebrities that were there.
Yeah, the guest list was
crazy. It was the Met Gala.
Yeah.
Everybody, there was no illusion to what was happening. They're coming out of the cars. They are serving looks outside the hotels they're staying in.
Yeah.
It turned into such a spectacle. I am still a little, my flabbers are gasted. It seems as if they invited everyone that they've ever spoken to, ever at any point in time.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Which I guess Taylor told us on the Graham Norton show. She said, oh, you'll know. And she also said she didn't want to do, that the guest list was going to be huge because she didn't want to do the thing where somebody was on the bubble. Like, if you have a guest list of 250, how do you cut it down? I'm
shocked.
I think that there were some surprising people there to me.
I'm sorry. Carly Kloss. She hasn't been seen with Carly in years. I was shocked that she was there.
I think it says more about who wasn't there than it does about who was.
Oh, go on.
The Blake and Ryan of it all. So for anybody out there who was like, no, I think that they're still friends, I think this is a very clear line in the sand that
Absolutely
they are in
not.
fact
You know who else wasn't there? Hugh Jackman. So to me, that means he fell on the
picked a
Blake.
side.
He picked a side, which is disappointing.
And listen, he's very close to Ryan, so I guess that makes sense. I don't know what the context of their relationship, if they were friends because they were tangentially related.
Sure. But I also saw people that were there that were cited as being friends of like the Mahomes. Not even friends of Taylor and Travis's, but they were like really close family friends of the Mahomes. I didn't know who these people were, so I'm like, okay. What? Why are the Mahomes getting invites to this?
But I guess there is something to be said for if Travis is that good of friends with the Mahomes that he would then it's just a weird thing to say, friend of the Mahomes.
It was bizarre.
Sure.
It was crazy. I could not believe this guest list.
I loved that all of the Eras Tours dancers were there.
Of course.
I love it because they are normal people like us, right?
No, sure. And they were, but I think they were such a big part of big part of her life.
Sure, for 2.5 years.
For a big part of her life. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
And I just think that was very cool.
But like, I look back at other celebrities' big celebrity weddings that we've seen before, and I'm like, would the sound guy for XYZ person have been there?
Now I'm thinking, now my wheels are turning about like who wasn't there because I was so focused in on who was.
I've seen some videos.
Who wasn't. Lena Dunham was of course there.
Of course. She gave a speech, which I have seen some Twitterings on that
people were like, didn't
but
love.
She looked great.
Yes. Jack Antonoff and
course.
Margaret Qualley were there.
Yep.
But what was interesting was we had talked about Margaret Qualley earlier being a little weird about Taylor. So was she there because she's married to Jack and like, duh, Jack's not going to miss it? Or I don't know. Just interesting.
The industry people and like the football players, etc., were not surprising to me. Like the AMC Theater guy, the chair or whatever of AMC Theaters.
Sorry, the one that was live tweeting everything that was happening.
He posted the next day, and it was on LinkedIn, and it was 16 paragraphs.
Okay.
I read every single one of them.
Okay. The point remains, for them to be, like, I also heard that NDAs were passed out. Well, did he not sign one? Sure. I'm very confused. What do you mean?
I think that there were guidelines about what they could and when they could share things. Is what I'm guessing, because we got outfit pictures on their grids mostly the next day after the wedding.
Well, except for like Maren Morris, she got to post getting ready pics because she got like, there were levels of who could post and stuff beforehand, which I thought was interesting. Also Miranda Lambert was there.
That's interesting to me.
And was with Maren Morris, who now they're like besties because they all, and her and Casey Musgraves, although I don't think Casey was at the wedding.
No, she was not. Casey has been vocal, I think, about Taylor in the past, so I'm not surprised that Casey wasn't there.
Miranda, Casey, Maren are now like besties because they all got divorced from shitty people apparently or something, and
besties
Maren
feels like a stretch.
Casey and Miranda have the new song together about like, well, we thought it'd be a cold day in hell before we got along, but here we are. It's just weird. It's very bizarre.
I think there's more context to that than
I would love to know it.
They were, because they're both from Texas, coming up in the industry, I think that they thought they had a lot in common. And I believe that there was a big schism over politics.
Obviously.
And that makes perfect sense. And then I think once they both had lived some life, my understanding is Casey was like, I looked at her and was like, well, we do still have some stuff in common. And I think that this would be a funny thing to do to put us on a track together.
Interesting.
I don't know, but Maren Morris was there. Kelsey Ballerini was also there.
Yep.
The Little Big Town folks were there.
Yep.
There was somebody else. Why am I going to forget his name? I can see him.
Brad Paisley.
Thank you. And his wife, Kimberly Williams, were there. Julia Roberts, George Clooney.
I mean, it was just like, at some point, and I get she is a mega star. Okay? Like, I get it. Is she really friends with George Clooney? And where did they meet? And and I know that they all go to these parties and they like party because they're famous and they party. Is she really friends with them?
I don't know.
It just seemed.
Did you invite people to your wedding that you weren't friends with?
Yes, but I would also argue that they were people that were friends with my parents. I don't think George Clooney's friends with her
I'm just saying, but like again, I'm going to defend Tay here for the guest list and maybe us not understanding it. Mm-hmm. This is also business relationships too. Like the AMC of it all, to me, that's a business relationship invite, right? Like that makes sense. What's her name? Barbara Corcoran.
Yeah.
I have to imagine there is some business relationship there.
Okay.
So to me, that is not that surprising. What I don't love is the speculation that people are like, well, the AMC guy was there, so certainly she's going to release a wedding film. Ew, I don't think so. No. I think that we will get photos that she wants us to see, and I think that will be it.
I don't know anymore. I just feel like the wheels have come off here. To me, this was the best tweet that like summed it up for me, was like watching Taylor and Travis getting married at Madison Square Garden would be like Princess Diana getting married at Myrtle Beach. And I can't unsee it or think it. Mm. And I just was so, I don't want to say disappointed, but I'm like, this was it? I don't know. I just
do agree. I hear
it just
the feedback.
Doesn't seem like her brand to me. It does not seem like what she has cultivated for 20 years of like this really intimate moments in your life, being private and having very selective things about what you share with it. And now Travis has come in. It just feels like she's gotten Travified. And now, I don't know, it just was weird. And then the just married.
Oh, that's Travi for sure.
Duh. Like, it was just so.
I loved it. I love them. I love that they got their day. I think, unfortunately, we have seen in the past, look at Vienna, where she had to cancel shows because of real valid security threats.
Yeah, right.
And I don't know that I understand why they felt like they needed to be in a place that could be locked down and secure.
That I can understand, yes.
Now, I think that to me, Madison Square Garden felt a little bit impersonal, but I'm not in Taylor's inner circle. Like, I don't know if there is more to that story. Mm-hmm. Certainly there's the Rose Garden over Madison Square, like that is a line in one of her songs. So
yeah,
I think that there is something very empowering about the fact that she has dated people in the past that she perhaps had to dampen herself for.
Of course.
To make herself smaller for them, and she is in a relationship now where she doesn't have to do that.
Okay, so you would surmise that perhaps this is always what she wanted to do, was live in this manner versus like how she was, say, with Joe. I think
she is just done fighting it. She is arguably the biggest female star in the world.
Yep.
the most recognizable star.
Sure.
And there has to be something a little bit freeing about it. Mm-hmm. Being with somebody who says, yeah, I want that too. I'm in it. I'm bought in. Yeah. I'm also at the top of my, you know, career as well in my field. And I'm not going to try and make you be smaller.
I don't want to. That is not what I'm implying either. I think that she's very happy. I think this is great. I love them together. I love that he is so comfortable with her being herself and like being the bigger star. I love that. I just, to me, this just felt very off brand for her. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on it.
Very, she loves Romeo and Juliet. She loves big grand displays of, big romantic displays. And I think the very few images that we have seen about like walking into it was very draped. It was secret garden themed. Mm-hmm. That's how someone described it. I think that she got the wedding that she wanted within the context of.
Sure. I also think that there's something to be said for the fact too of like, she is the biggest star on the planet. I'm going to contradict myself totally here, but like at some point you're right. You do kind of have to like, you got to lean in a little bit and there was no world in which I personally that they were going to be able to keep this under wraps. Sure. And now listen, I know that everybody's like, well, Tom and Zendaya, they kept in, no one knew they were married, blah, blah, blah. Whatever.
It's different.
It is different. I think it is different.
It's
and
so
I'm
different.
Sorry, but Tom and Zendaya are not Taylor and Travis. They're just not. And it's, to me, apples and oranges comparison.
Yeah.
But I do think maybe they were just like, fuck it. Everybody's going to know anyway. We might as well just
Which is why I think that they had a small ceremony that was for them, that was not for where they signed the marriage certificate. They did the whole thing. Yeah. And then they said, this is going to be a party.
Maybe.
And really, a wedding is a party.
Sure.
It's a party you pay for.
Sure.
So I loved that I hear the criticism and the feedback about the billionaire. She's a billionaire. There are no ethical billionaires.
Yep.
That people were told to reduce power in and around Madison Square Garden and be during a heat wave. Like, first of all, everybody was told to reduce power because the strain on the grid in that kind of heat wave, regardless, we've been told to reduce power here in the South. Like, that is just part of it. I think to overlook or to belittle the contribution that they chose to make, the millions and millions of dollars that they chose to donate to worthy causes, whether you like them or not, the charitable donations, and that cannot be overlooked. And I'm so sorry, but I don't see Elon Musk out here doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And he got a ton of mouths to feed. So I'm going to defend Taylor.
Or Jeff Bezos when he had that huge ass wedding in Italy. We didn't hear about any contributions that he made to the, So I hear you. And listen, I can't wait to see the photos. We have seen, I'm so scared now. And Charlie's on this, like, everything is AI.
Yeah, the photos that we've seen, in my understanding, are AI of the dress.
Of the dress. Okay. So I saw those photos and I'm like, is this real? Like, this can't be real. Is this real? Is this not real? So I'm like, but I want to see the dress.
Of course.
I was shocked at the press release that we got from Tree Paine. Why? Was it to get out in front of any speculation about who she was wearing and what she was wearing? Like, you know what I'm talking about. They wore Christian Dior. They both wore Christian Dior. The shoes were, Louis Vuitton or whatever. And then and Adam Sandler was the officiant, which that seems so bizarre to me too. But like, okay. And that their brothers were both,
that they didn't have any
bridal party
attendance
other than their brothers.
Yeah.
What was the purpose behind that, do you think?
Well, I think that the hope was that it would give us just enough information that people wouldn't be assholes and like stalking people coming out of the wedding, which happened anyways.
Sure.
I'm sure
there were just some things about all of it that just were very odd to me. Why did we get that?
I'm not surprised by that. Tree went to People, which we know she loves People, or she has a great relationship with People. I think
People magazine, to be clear.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I think that the Christian Dior of it all, certainly. Eli Rallo was talking about this, so I'm going to give her credit where credit is due here. And she said, I think that it will probably be like today or tomorrow that Christian Dior will probably post it first, the first look, the sketches, and then Taylor will post. So this like gets us there, right? I also think that there's going to be a ton of speculation about who wasn't involved, et cetera. Yeah. The Adam Sandler of it all doesn't really make sense to me. That feels like I've seen all of the online memes where it's like, when you got to give your husband one thing.
Sure.
And he got two things, Adam Sandler and the signs out in front.
It was so funny.
The weirdest part of it to me, if I'm honest, is there was a Chevy Super Sport, a vintage Chevy Super Sport, that had the license plate that said just TNT married, which I thought was very cute. But apparently that was part of the celebration and it was raffled off. That's weird. So I have to imagine it was a fundraiser.
They also raffled off a Cartier. There were multiple things.
Correct. That is the weird part to me. But then I'm like, is this...
the word on the street is that it was for charity.
100%. I have to imagine that it was for charity.
Sure.
So then I'm like, oh yeah, you do want to invite all of the richest people that you know to come if you're going to have a charity event.
Sure. Yeah.
That's what it felt more to me like.
Yes. Yeah.
That was the weirdest part.
It was very strange. Of course, Selena was there. Gigi Hadid was there with Bradley Cooper. She looked stunning.
And late night, Bradley Cooper's cheesesteaks.
Yep, they pulled in his truck. I'm trying to think who else wasn't there though. Now I can't stop thinking about who wasn't there that like we thought might.
I saw a creator earlier today post. Somebody has made like a list of everybody that has posted or that we saw photos of. So I'd have to go through it, but because obviously there were
Mariska Hargitay was there,
of course.
I'm trying to think of who else we saw.
There were lots of sports people that I didn't.
Of course, yeah. Christian Juszczyk and her husband, you know them. They were,
and she wore like a very corseted kind of.
Oh, Abigail, stunning.
And then somebody else had the same dress on.
The same dress.
I'm curious if there was some sort of.
This is what we're wearing.
Roster.
Yeah, like a prom roster.
I mean, yes.
No, yeah. But I thought Abigail looked stunning.
And you too can buy that dress. I saw Anthropology post. They have that dress in their like Beholden, which is their wedding collection. They still have those dresses. She looked incredible.
I thought Tree looked beautiful.
Loved it. Looked like a boss bitch. Ashley Avignon looked great.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
I was a little surprised by Zoe Kravitz's dress choice. It seemed a little simplistic. I was a little surprised. But she looked stunning. She was there, of course, and was not with Harry
because he was
at Wembley for his big night, which I thought was interesting.
They probably had some conversations about that.
Well, yeah. But I do think if it had not been Wembley night, Harry would have been with her.
Yeah, I think that he was probably invited and just like had to regretfully.
Well, we were talking about like who like exes we thought might be there, might not be there, or like 7 Degrees of Harry Styles about all these bitches that had dated him before. Were any of the Jonases there?
I don't think I saw any Jonases. I did see that
the Lautners, were they there? Taylor and Taylor?
I don't know because she just have a baby? Has she had the baby yet?
Has she had the baby yet? Maybe not.
Okay. I saw someone say that the tellers weren't there, that Miles and
Kaylee
were not there.
Kelly.
Is it Kaylee? I think it's Kaylee.
I think it's spelled like Kaylee, but I think it's said Kelly. It doesn't, whatever. The tellers.
The tellers. Yeah. I don't think the tellers were there.
Oh,
interesting.
That is interesting. Because I thought that they were like.
Well, she was in the music video, or he was in the music video.
Right. Oh, what about Sadie Sink? Have we seen photos of her? Was Sadie there?
I don't know.
Interesting. Was Hiddleston there?
No, because he was at Wimbledon.
Oh, right. That was the same night. Right.
Or like same time frame, yeah.
Right. You're right.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I did see that, is it Liam Hemsworth's his fiance, or are they married?
Fiance?
I think
they're not married.
She dated previously. He who shall not be named, Maddie Healy.
Right. And she was there.
She was at the wedding.
Yeah.
And people were like,
interesting. Well, they'd have something to talk about.
Her dress was gorgine.
Gorge.
I mean, some Charlotte locals were there. Why can't I remember his name? The Hardest Yard.
Greg Olson.
Thank you. And his wife were there.
Oh my God. We did not. I just lost it. Well, shit. You said
Hardest Yard.
Oh, Bowen Yang.
Bowen Yang was there. Yeah. Okay. I saw that he left in a taxi too. Incredible.
I love it. Okay, so Matt was on Watch What Happens Live like a couple days before.
Radio Andy.
Radio Andy. Yes. And Andy was like, "Are you going to the wedding?" And Matt said, "No, but I know people who are."
Because Bowen wasn't the only SNLer that was there.
Oh, Heidi. No, of course. There were, yes. Well, and now Matt's big time now.
Yeah,
so he's friends with all these people. And he's like, "No, but I know people that are going." And gag. I love
that for him.
But I love that he clearly knew all the details from Bowen, but he didn't say anything. You did so good, Matt.
He honored that NDA.
He did good. Good
but for you.
You know that Bowen was like, let me tell you.
If I had been invited to this wedding, I want you to know.
No way.
I literally.
Yeah.
You could never speak to me again.
I just know that like all I could think about was, so we saw her twice on Eras, right? Mm-hmm. Famously. Mm-hmm. We beat that dead horse. I would like to think that we contributed like 6 napkins. The embroidered napkins. So it's going to be forever.
It's his favorite song.
Here's the thing. I'm going to say it. And you can come for me. Clip this, Tommy. Clip it. I think it's kind of cheese dick energy to use your own lyrics. There, I said it.
Apparently she walked down the aisle to
one of her own songs.
Correct.
I think it's lame. I'm sorry. It is so...
It's maybe not a choice I would have made.
It is crazy. But then I also heard, which again, who the fuck knows anything, that she did, and she walked down the aisle to like an instrumental something from Bridgerton.
And I heard that there is another song that was out there too. So like,
and then I also heard she sang.
I know that there was a karaoke portion of, I believe it was the night before. And that they're like a bunch of people sang, and she did sing.
One of her own songs, please.
No, I don't think so. I think she sang something with Stevie Nicks. Also,
that I can get on board with.
And Paul McCartney sang "I Want to Hold Your Hand"
for
the first time since John Lennon died.
Wait, what?
That is the first time he refused to sing it since Lennon died.
That's great. It's weird.
But also, I'm here to tell you.
But also, you've written some of the greatest love songs ever. Like, I get it. It's hard, but there are other good ones out there. I Want to Hold Your Hand. Come on. Glennon Doyle was there with Abby Wambach.
Wow, you just really switched gears.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I'm just back to naming people that I know were there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Listen, anyway. I want to know what's real and what's not.
I don't know anything. I feel like we're gonna hit end recording, and everything that we just said was all AI. That's what I had convinced myself that the just married thing on the outside of MSG was AI.
Well, yeah, because it kind of looked like it.
Well, right. But and also, like, you could have put anything on there.
I didn't believe it until, like, I saw, like, people interact, like, news outlets reporting it.
Even then.
Well.
Still. Okay. Anything else you have to say?
No, I am so happy for them. I
checked out of my family for 3 hours on Friday when all this was happening.
My
dad was like, hello. I'm like, I can't, Dad. I'm busy. I know it doesn't look it, but I'm actually doing my job.
I did a little bit, but I felt a little bit yucky about it. So I tried to manage that a little bit.
Okay.
I really did.
I had no guilt. Couldn't be stopped.
I've said it here before and I will say it again. I do feel like Taylor has given so much of herself to us over the years that, like, could I not allow her to have one day where I didn't expect that?
And I say when you get married at MSG and you shut down 3 square blocks, you sort of forfeit that piece of it, and that she knew that that was what was going to happen. Right, wrong, or indifferent. A little bit. Now, do I think that she forfeits her right to privacy? Absolutely not. That is not what I'm saying. Clip that. That is not what I'm saying. But I do think that some inherent privacy was forfeited when you put it outside of MSG, just married, TNT.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I don't want the people who are, like, the paps who are, like, leaning over going, oh, my God, tell me everything.
Sure.
Like,
yeah. I guess I should clarify. I was just refreshing, like, all the photos of people walking.
Sure.
And, like, oh, and here's another picture of Gigi Hadid, and here's Bradley, and he did, I don't know. That's what I was sucked in
want
by.
them to tell us what they want us to know.
Sure. Okay. Are you ready to move into the book report?
Yes. There's one thing on here that I'm very passionate about announcing. May I announce it?
Is it book related?
Yes.
Well, let's do the book report song.
Oh, you do the book report song. That's your thing.
The book report. Ooh. A little pitchy. Me. Let me try. You don't have to look at me like that.
We don't need to try it again. We maybe don't need to run it back.
It's the book report, bitch.
Oh, okay. And that's where we're at.
Great.
Before we get in, because I know you want to talk about the drama that went down.
Well, there's so many book related things.
Yeah. So,
but go on. What do you want to announce?
I feel very passionate about announcing that one of my favorite books of all time is getting an adaptation.
Oh, sure.
The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. I'm screaming, crying, throwing up.
Yes.
I fucking love this book.
Yeah.
Love this book. And I can't wait for it to be adapted.
Okay. Yes, and so happy for you. I also love this book. I think it's going to be fabulous. I also think it, like, really lends itself to a, like, adaptation. Like, I don't want to say it's an easy, but, like, this could be done.
Sure.
It doesn't feel...
The casting feels very important to me.
I haven't seen any casting.
We haven't seen any
casting.
I
thought you were about to be like...
No, I'm just saying, like, the casting,
yes.
Again, like in any adaptation, feels very important.
Sure, of course. I need an update on the Nightingale. Desperately. They have been taunting and teasing us about this movie for
They're still filming.
Years. Is it filming? For
yeah.
real?
Oh, yeah.
Like, for real?
No, Kristen Hanna announced it back in April that they started filming.
Thank God. Okay,
yeah.
Great. Because
She's been in France with them on the set.
Thank God. Okay,
yeah,
great.
Yeah.
Because if The Great Alone comes out before, I would die. I would simply pass away.
No, I think that they are the Nightingale because it is her marquee book, right? Like, I think it is the most well known of her catalog. They will put that out first.
We're going to see that in the theater. In the theater. Nice. We're going to go see it, and I will not hear any offense or buts about it. And we are going to cry in a theater, and it's going to be awesome.
It's been a long time since I've read The Nightingale. I probably need to revisit it.
Okay, couple of other big things.
Go
on.
I want to talk. This actually happened like last week, maybe right after we recorded.
Yeah.
The Kennedy Ryan of it all, because I think that did I tease this at all last week?
Maybe. Yeah, we can talk about that.
I want to talk about. Speaking of privacy, as you were talking about earlier.
What are we talking about, you guys?
Kennedy announced, I want to say on a chat with Jenna Bush Hager, that she announced that it was a pen name, or that Jenna asked her, I think, about the evolution of Kennedy, and she was like, well, that's my pen name. And everybody was gooped and gagged, myself included.
Sure.
Not surprised, but like...
I literally go, oh my God, that's so crazy. And
moved on.
My day.
What is
oh my God, that's
crazier,
so crazy. And just carried on. Because that is what you should have done. Oh my God, that's so crazy. And then just
people doxing her online.
No, what are we talking? You guys need to get a fucking grip.
And the person who posted it, the first person that I saw that posted it, got, of course, screenshotted it and reposted on Threads, because that's where all the drama happens.
It's crazy. Threads
and
is...
The lady responded and was like, well, I found it on her website, or some, like, in the bowels of her website. And they're like, yeah, but that doesn't mean that you need to call it out.
Why do we care? Who cares? You know her face. Like,
you know her intimately because she puts her heart and soul into these books.
And
what else do you need to know?
She's an online girl.
Right.
She's on, like, it's not like we're grasping for crumbs from this woman. I mean, and even if we were,
Danny
who
Francis.
Cares? Oh my God.
We know Kennedy.
Why? What was the purpose? And also, who cares? Love you, girl. Love you, Kennedy. We got your back. Who cares? Who cares if it's a pen name?
I'm like, what are you trying to get? Now that you know her real name, point? Like, to what end? Are you, like, looking up voting records?
For the record, I did not look up her real name.
I didn't either.
I don't care.
I did not see her real name in that chat, and I didn't go any further because...
It's none of my business.
This is her job, y'all.
Everybody just needs to get a grip. Seriously, get a grip.
And more of your favorite authors than you think are using pen names.
Right, which is their prerogative. Leave them alone. Leave Brittany alone. Oh, another vocal stem for millennials. Put it in the top. Put in the top 3. Okay.
You're not clocking it. I'm standing on business.
Millennials specifically, though.
Know, but that's
a good one. But like top 3.
No.
These are standing the test of time, my friend.
Okay. I feel like there's one I use. What is the one we use all the time that now I can't think of it?
Ouch, Charlie.
No.
That's a big one.
Well, that's a big one, but no, that's not it.
Yoo-hoo! Big summer blowout.
Big summer blowout.
Okay. I want to talk about some Threads drama. In case you guys missed it, I don't know how you did. I am sure that has evolved since we initially did our research because I have not checked back in on this. But did you guys see this story unfolding?
I can't.
It is beyond comprehension. I'm just going to read it. Yep. Because this is the only way. This is from a creator. It came from his account. He is a voice narrator. Is that right? Am I getting that detail right? Okay.
Voice actor, sure.
This is from his account. Hey, everyone. My name is Lawrence. In these pictures, you will see me with my wife of 18 plus years and our family. I would like to first clarify that I am very married. I have never been divorced or separated. I have used these book spaces to cheat on my wife. If we were writing about cheating ain't shit ass men, why would these women then entertain an inappropriate relationship with a married man? We know men lie, and that is exactly what I've been doing for the past 3 years. His account was hacked by his wife. This was her posting on his behalf. And it goes on to unfurl one of the nastiest, most deceptive things that I think I've ever seen unfold on the Threads. We come to find out that this man, whose wife is an author.
That was the most interesting part of this to me.
And he's a voice actor, and he'd been cheating on his wife, presumably with the authors of the books he was reading. Is that the implication?
I think the implication is that.
And this is what Tommy has written down, because I just think this is hilarious. She's got the emoji with the eyes on either side of its head, and she goes, cheating with 12 plus women is wicked.
That sounds, you know what? Tommy and our bookseller, Alex, they got together and they've
decided wicked is their new, and I love it. Hey, what do you mean? So then people were then sounding off, including authors, and our friend, JL Seekers, commented and said, wasn't me. And then people say, I really need the authors involved to be named. So then the authors were sounding off like, wasn't me. Oh my God. The way I want to know. Well, so now people, I guess, are going to go look this man up and see what audiobooks he has read and then go from there. I don't want to look. I do, but also
I'll wait for Threads to tell me.
I'll wait for Threads
and I'll be an innocent scroller and it'll tell me.
But you guys, this shit has gotten out of control. I don't know who these women are. Like, what are we talking about? 12 is diabolical.
Is the implication that it was not all at the same event? I thought it was like at the same event.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so this is multiple over time.
That's my guess. That was, at one event, that is crazy. Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. Zendaya and the new Schiaparelli.
Let me see.
Couture that just came down the runway.
She is stunned. Yeah, they're on a sickening run right now for this Odyssey press tour.
Yeah.
They're looking, her and Anne Hathaway are looking
Look at Thomas. He looks so good. He's wearing like a espresso colored.
Oh yeah, he's hot. Yeah, he looks good.
Well, he is Mr. Zendaya. Mary.
There's also some drama currently going down on Threads right now that I'm not even going to dive into because I don't fully understand what it means. Ocean of PDF. Are you familiar with this? Have you seen anything about this?
I haven't been on Threads today.
It's the ocean of PDF is down. People keep saying that the solution is the library, but do you guys know that that's anyway? I don't know what that means. I will have to do some further research.
So you're just saying it out loud?
Well, this is what's been happening for the last day, and I'm feeling a little out of the loop. But anyway.
Well, we're old. That's not shocking.
Sure. I was also just gonna let you read that really quickly while we're here because that's crazy. We're gonna come back to that. We'll come back to that later. Anyway, so that is really wild, and I don't know if any other people have come out to say it's me, not me, it's her, it's him, it's them, it's whatever, but the people were living for the downfall of this man. So sorry. CM Nacosta also weighed in with the owl emoji.
I love it. I love
it. It was really crazy. It was really crazy. In other news, Shield of Sparrows, book 3. We got the cover reveal, and Tomi wanted us to remind everyone that yes, TroBookshop.com does have a pre-order available if you're interested.
I'm like,
linked here. But yes, it has been revealed. It is called something really bizarre just happened on my phone. It just went to a black screen.
Seven and the Swift.
Seven and the Swift. The cover is stunning. I'm here to tell you, Devaney has got her foot on all these other bitches' necks right now with these covers because holy shit, it's stunning.
I love the continuity from like the cover flap onto the sprayed edges.
And onto the inside. It's absolutely gorgeous. She does it again. And we have a date, I think, of March, of next year. The Waterstone edition. Listen.
British Barnes & Noble.
I'm just saying, do with that what you will. It is slightly different. But actually, I think I prefer the U.S. edition. Look, it's just got the blue background.
Sure. Yeah, it's not that different.
It's not that different. I love it. I think it's gorgeous. March the 9th is the date.
We're going to be busy on March 9th.
I think we're going to be hella busy on March 9th, you guys, which is also 2 weeks after. Nope. That's in January. Never mind. Yeah. Disregard. I thought we were real close to ACOTAR 7.
No, who just got punted to February though?
Oh, that is next on my list. So we also had in upsetting news for a lot of us, myself included. The third book in the Lauren Palferman series, The Wolf King, the book title is called The Wolf Queen. It has been punted to next year.
It's May of next year.
Right. It was supposed to be a November release, I believe. It got kicked to May. And I fear this is a chalk it up under the SJM side effects. This is like the third book that I think, unfortunately, is a victim of the ACOTAR releases.
I also think it has something to do. She announced her option, that she was optioned as well.
Yep.
So I think that there's a lot going on behind the scenes there.
Listen, I think multiple things can probably, there are multiple contributors. I don't know that it was just one in particular, but I don't think it is a coincidence that it is well and true past the
I think
ACOTAR
that probably
releases.
that first punt into 2027 it was the ACOTAR effect. And then I think that now that they have some momentum coming with the adaptation as well.
Yes.
I think that probably has something to do with the
I
additional
also
push.
read her announcement on the pushing of the book, and it also was giving a little let me just read this from her. when I started writing The Wolf Queen, I thought I knew exactly where Aurora's story was heading, but this book had other plans. The deeper I've fallen into this final chapter, the more ifs surprised me, taking me down a path I never expected, revealing new layers to characters and demanding answers to questions I didn't even know I needed to ask. Because of that, Wolf Queen will now be published in May of 2027. So it is, listen, I'm reading between the lines here, but it's giving a little bit that maybe this had got away from her a bit, and we had to do some workshopping on some plot.
It's just interesting, though, because they announced a date, and you would think that they would have pretty much, not necessarily a final manuscript, but they would have had a pretty solid last draft, like in the barrel.
It's giving we're finding some issues in edits, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. This is just a guess. But either way, I am devastated. I absolutely love this series. Yes,
I
read both of them, right?
Yep.
I am so upset about this. I love this series. It's only going to be a trilogy as well. Also, shout out to the trilogies. The trilogies are so back.
Yeah.
We are so back with them. But it makes it hard because you got to wrap it up. This is it. This is the final book. You got to be done.
Yeah. I mean, I think, to your point about the edits, now that it has been optioned, if you are writing with the end in mind of this being made into a movie, TV series, or whatever, you have different limitations there.
Yes.
Especially if it's live action versus animated, etc. There's a little more thought that goes into twining those two together.
Yep. The last little thing I want to touch on before we get into our weekly reading, if you don't mind, have you been following the drama with the Children of Blood and Bone adaptation?
No.
Okay. So, Children of Blood and Bone, I don't know how to say her last name correctly. Her first name is Tomi. Her last name starts with an A, and I'm so sorry, I don't know how to say it. Tomi has distanced herself. Adiyami?
I think that's how that creator said it on that.
I was trying to think of how she said it too, but in recent days, she has distanced herself from the adaptation. She seems to have blocked and or unfollowed the lead actress in the show. She says she's not promoting it. She will not be participating in it, she's completely out.
That's not a good look.
That's not good. It's not good for the show.
No, I mean, like, on anybody's part.
It's bad.
It's not a good look for
the very cursory reading I was doing. The pushback seems that there was some
creative differences.
There was some feedback about the casting choice of the lead.
Oh.
In the book, she is described as being a very dark-skinned person.
Okay.
And the actor that they cast, while she is a person of color, not matching the description.
Got it.
And so there was a lot of big feelings about how this was a light-skinned girl, it should have been given to an actress with darker skin tones, et cetera, et cetera. Tomi at the time defended the casting choice, and that was quite some time ago. My understanding is that this has been in production for quite some time too. I think there's been like issues and delays and stuff. And now she's like, nope, I'm out. I'm not promoting it. So I am curious to see what comes of this. I mean, I'm assuming contractually, like, they own the rights to the material. So I don't know that there's a lot she can do. But it is
she probably is doing what she is within her contracted rights to do, which is distance herself from
right.
production.
But she has posted some some image, like, screenshots of like where she's blocked the actress, like, don't call me, don't text me, I'm not promoting this. Like, starts to get a little dicey contractually.
That's giving there's more to it than just
of course
there's some personal skin in the game here.
Well, it's giving a little George R.R. Martin in the final season or two of Game of Thrones, when he very famously was like, this isn't my show anymore, this isn't my story anymore, I'm out. He distanced himself from the show, but like, he couldn't stay away. I'm not saying those are the same, but historically speaking, not great when the creator of the IP is no longer involved.
Yeah.
It's not good.
I would agree with that.
Not good. I'm curious to see what, if any more comes of that in the coming days and when the show actually comes out.
Got it.
So, okay. You got anything else for me?
Nope, that's it.
Book-wise? Trying to see if there's anything else that we missed. I don't think so. Oh, no, that's for Zodiac Academy. What'd you read this week, bud?
I started a lot of things.
Okay.
We are in Zodiac Academy, book 8 and 8.5. So we're about a little over a third of the way through both of those two. We are tandem reading, which you got us into. I'll remind you. I am back to the Duke, which by Anna Cowan, which is our Troop Trope Book Club book of the month. If you are a trooper and you are listening, castings are open. I believe Tommy has the Google Doc open. So please tippy tap your way on into that Google Doc so I have things to make for this weekend's PowerPoint deck. I don't know if I talked about this last time. Last week I finished Games, a love story.
Yep, talked about that.
Fucking incredible. And I am currently working through Mossed in Space.
I want to read that so bad.
Yeah, I got an ALC.
Yeah.
Through our friends at Libro FM.
Thank you, Libro.
Mm-hmm. So I am listening to that, and then in my physical read, I am also still trying to get through Rights of the Starlink.
I just remembered something that we did not mention earlier, and I think it's important. Quinn has done it again.
Sure.
We have to mention it before we wrap up.
Wait, I mentioned it last week, didn't I?
Daddy Damon?
I thought so.
I don't think that had broken yet.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe we just talked about it.
Our rogue prince, Daemon Targaryen, a.k.a. Matt Smith, is the next narrator on the Quinn app.
I posted on the Instagram.
You guys at Quinn are so sick. It's just not okay. I fucking love it. Keep doing what you're doing. I don't know.
The talent acquisition needs a raise.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told me. They are not being paid enough. Whatever it is, how do they keep doing it?
They're on the pulse, babe.
They're on the pulse.
They're on the pulse.
Truly. Okay, what I read this week, not nearly as exciting as you. I struggled through my Zodiac reading, not because I wasn't enjoying it, but because of the tandem reading. The note-taking for the tandem reading was brutal.
Yeah.
So it took me so much longer than it should have. My notes are insane. The episode on Friday might be 3 hours long, so prepare yourself. I'm sorry in advance. I'm going to do my best. And then I started Us Dark View by Alexis Patton.
Oh, are you liking it?
I am. I'm about a third of the way through. That was going to be my fun read on vacation. And that's as far as I could get because I couldn't. The Zodiac just had me very bogged down with the notes are a killer.
It's hard.
You guys, it is really hard.
It takes a lot of time.
It's really hard.
When you're the leader of the episode, it takes a long time.
I feel like I got hoodwinked on this too because I got roped into 8 and 8.5, and I don't know how this happened, but here we are. I just have to say, this is no spoilers. What are we doing?
Listen, if you want my unbridled feedback, you got to listen to the episodes.
It is just...
We're just wandering through a forest of problems.
The Beyond the Veil chapter that we ended on made me want to die.
I don't.
Anyway, okay. You got anything else?
No.
Okay.
Per the usual, fam, if you have made it this far in the episode, will you drop a girl in a wedding dress? You know, the bride emoji.
Of course.
And be sure to
drop the bride emoji and tell us who your favorite guest who you think is the strangest guest invite to Taylor's wedding.
And then be sure to like, follow, and subscribe at The Story Is Pod across all platforms. That is Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Apple Music. I'm like, I got it right. And YouTube.
You did it.
You can follow Katie on her personal journey at
That's Katie Mitchell.
And you can follow me at 8ace8. And on that note, go read your book.